Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology, and I started this group a little over 2 years ago to introduce the concepts found in Egyptian Numerology. Even though I wrote the book, Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, which is about the basic fundamentals and the philosophy of Egyptian Numerology. I also submitted my second book for publication called Path of the Wounded Healer, Liberation is for the Asking. And this book is about the challenges, lessons, and the blessings that we contracted to fulfill in this lifetime. And I even started on my next book, The Miraculous Healer, Becoming a Conscious Creator. And this is about our ascension, the final destination. But what I'm finding is the discoveries are endless, and Egyptian numerology is a new frontier, a way of life forged from the findings of ancient wisdom and translated to the raising of consciousness that we are currently experiencing. And the reason why ancient wisdom answers the questions found in the world today is because truth never ages or changes. And I'm not speaking about my truth, your truth, or any other spiritual leader's truth, because truth speaks for itself. It does not need a spokesperson to make it true. It only needs to be delivered at a time when it is relevant and can be heard. It is like the sun and the moon. We may be at different locations in our lives when we stop to appreciate their beauty, but they are ever present and always serve the same purpose, to illuminate and guide our path wherever we are going. We have access to this truth now more than ever because the veils between worlds have been thinning, allowing this wisdom access to our awareness. And before this process, ancient wisdom was hidden in scriptures written for the few who carried the torch of light. And light is truth, light is wisdom, and it carries an infinite amount of information. Many old religions did not allow for the concepts of ancient wisdom in spirituality because it led individuals to self-knowledge, and if everyone became self-realized, there would be no purpose for organized religion, and the money that went into the churches would disappear. So mystery schools were formed and held underground, so to speak, and to become a disciple, there were a series of initiations and disciplines that needed to be mastered. An individual had to be devoted to the truth and breathe, speak, act, and teach this way of life. And this is how ancient wisdom survived the centuries of the Dark Ages. But now these teachings from all over the world are surfacing to be embraced. And it comes from the Egyptians, the Mayans, Toltecs, the Lecas, and so many more. And this video is on the attitude of gratitude, inspired by the American tradition of Thanksgiving. You might ask, what does gratitude have to do with numerology? But everyone who works with me knows that I rank gratitude as number one on the scale of how to raise your energy field. In Egyptian numerology, we work not only with your highest potential, but how to attract the best possible outcome when in the process of fulfilling your life purpose. The act of being grateful aligns our spirit with Source, and when we are aligned, magic and miracles happen. Miracles, a lot like signs, symbols, and synchronicity, happen only when we are in the present moment. If we are dwelling in the past or tripping in the future, we will miss them. And that's what makes them so special, because it is a moment of union when we experience the integration of our soul with Source. And I have spent a lot of my time in not living in the present moment, and I would say long enough to finally appreciate the presence of living in the now. I spent too much of my life caught in the loop of mental and emotional turmoil over things I thought I could do nothing about. At the time, I thought I could not change my past, and the uncertainty of my future progressed into sleepless nights. Through learning to be in the present moment, full of gratitude where miracles happen. I changed my past and learned to sleep peacefully with faith and confidence in my future. But before I could stay present, I had to make peace with the past and surrender the illusion of control toward my future. Gratitude is an act of faith. It is a place within us that says, no matter what is happening outside of me, I have found peace within. I can open my heart and let out my power of choice to see the positive aspects of my life and let go of everything else. It is a fullness of heart that moves us from limitation and fear to expansion and love. When we are appreciating something, our ego moves out of the way and we connect with our soul. The deeper our appreciation, the more we see with the eyes of the soul, and the more life flows in harmony with the creative powers of the universe. Simply put, gratitude gravitates to more happiness, joy, energy, creativity, and positive outcomes. But anytime I feel myself slipping from grace, I just realign myself with an attitude of gratitude. And there is so much to be grateful for, and so little to scrutinize over. This past year has brought us challenges on so many levels that it's easy to slip into the fear of what ifs. Finding authentic appreciation and cultivating a being of gratitude allows us to ground ourselves to perceive all the what is really happening in our lives. It instantly takes the fear out of our minds and puts the strength and connection back into our hearts. We've had to rely on our intuition more lately and stop incubating what we hear from other people, whether this information comes from the news, our family, friends, Facebook, or even someone standing in front of us at the store. If it does not feel right, we have the power to find a new perception or another way to view a situation. We have absolute control over our attitude, and we can change it whenever we need to. If we are having difficulties adjusting to the ever-changing challenges of the outside world, we can change our attitude to one of gratitude. It is an easy habit to cultivate, and it only takes a few moments of changed perception. Starting each day by writing down 3 things that we are grateful for makes it easier to adjust our view when we find things not going our way or even going against us, as it may appear sometimes. Today, I'm grateful for all the members in this group. I value your energy, your input, and your participation. This group motivates me to research and share perspectives that might help someone, but it definitely helps me. So I thank you with all of my heart for being the reason for my inspiration today. For those of you celebrating Thanksgiving this coming Thursday, and to those of you who don't, I hope all of you find a heart full of gratitude that extends out to every day. Blessings to all of you.